Okay, so do y'all remember that feature in old YouTube where you could actually directly reply to a video with your own video? They don't have that anymore, at least I don't think they do, but I'm just going to try to bring that back, video replies. So there was a YouTube video here. They're lying to you about velocity banking. This math proves it with better wealth and Learn and Grow Rich. And if you ever watched Learn and Grow Rich's channel, plenty of velocity banking. They are lying to you videos. Accelerated banking scam exposed. Replace your mortgage scam. Learn the truth. The $1 billion scam. Velocity banking. Okay, and he has this little tagline: "Prove me wrong, and I'll pay you." And maybe I might get paid. Who knows? So, here's my response to this. Right? Is are we actually targeting the right demographic that this concept could help? Because I've found that a lot of the proponents and the people who are anti-velocity banking only seem to focus on the 30-year mortgage. And the reason I talk about this is because the people who reach out to me don't just have a 30-year mortgage, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? So I get plenty of emails like this where it's like, "Hi there, I've been binge watching your videos and may have a scenario that could help with your content and me with the strategy to increase my cash flow. I have an income of $5,474 with a total debt of $300,000, which includes three credit cards. Chase Inc. is a business credit card, which I don't want to leverage in my situation because the business is no longer functioning. I started using the techniques from your videos, but got stuck because my PLOC is near the limit. Please help me with an actionable strategy to increase my cash flow and decrease my expenses. One other big question I have is the timing. Starting today with actionable steps, should I take what actionable steps should I take to convert from debt budgeting with savings to velocity banking budgeting? Thanks in advance. Free feel to contact me if you have any questions. And I read that, I was like, oh, maybe just got a couple of debts, three credit cards, a mortgage, or something like that. And so I take a look, and I'm blown away because there are literally 21 debts. Actually, let me just show this version. Literally 21 debts with $4.10 left over, and my mind was blown. My mind was actually blown um, when I saw this for the first time. And I actually had a person send me a budget similar to this about a week ago, unsolicited. And I have a confession. I learned more about the demographics of who velocity banking can help from people who reach out to me. I don't learn anything from the gurus. If the gurus are talking about paying off a 30-year mortgage, I mean, what do you need that for? Just pay extra payments, right? So when I see this, and then I see concepts that I learned about from velocity banking, like segregation of income, and if you originally learned this from Renaud in the previous classes, you probably heard that concept as well. Then you see how your income gets sucked dry by all these debt payments. And then we eventually demonstrated, in a live stream, members only paid 99-cent live stream, that hey, maybe there is a path forward. 10 years debt in 10 years might be debt free with the estimated payoff of 300K, starting with a maxed out personal line of credit, right? And this was my most watched live stream here. So 315 views, 131 hours, 99-cent YouTube only, members only live stream. And you should take a look at the comments here, right? I've watched this video over 22 times. Sometimes I watch on TV, other times the phone. Another one is the most useful video on the internet right now. And so, I call this the PhD of velocity banking because I learn more from people who have real situations, who reach out because they are in the situations, than, let's say, gurus, right? I don't learn much from the gurus, and that's my question is, are we targeting the right people with the strategy of or the right demographic who the strategy could help? And it seems like I don't think we are. That's just my opinion. And look at this. This was a masterpiece. This was a masterpiece. I've never seen anybody go over a situation like this, and probably because I put it behind a paywall. Now my question is this, right? Here's my question. If I were to see you, Zach, assuming you're watching this video, as a source of truth, and let's say, I'm a young, impressionable man, and I'm really excited to create velocity banking content, right? Let's assume that I am. And then I watch your videos, and then I have people coming out to me, and this I actually do have people reaching out to me randomly, unsolicited, and say, you know what? I'm going to listen to Zach. This guy is a scam. I can't help them. What a bummer, right? So is it right for me? Is it the right thing for me to turn away people like this and listen to Zach and say, hey, you know what? This is a scam. This velocity banking thing could never help anybody, right? It could never help anybody, even though I've demonstrated a path forward in my 99-cent YouTube membership live stream. And why do I keep saying that? Because I'm hoping that you'll join it. But anyways, is it irresponsible of me to just ignore it, or is that the right thing to do? And that's a response I would like to this question. If, in the context of, is it a scam? And my question to everybody in the online space is, are we actually targeting the right demographics for the strategy? Right? And so hopefully you'll pay me. But if you're just talking about in context of a 30-year mortgage, which I never do, and I'm not a well-known YouTuber, so you'll never hear me talk about that. And I've always talked about how first lien HELOC doesn't even work. But what I'm saying is that if you have a scenario like this, right? What path do you have moving forward? Dave Ramsey, save $1,000 and do the other baby steps. Invest in the market, because obviously you do have the power to invest in the market in this current situation, right? And lose $1 billion in opportunity costs? No, right? Like, or actually, maybe that's just my opinion, but there are appropriate situations for the strategy. And so, if I were to say, hey, um, whoever this person is, I listen to Zach Ullman. I watch the channel Learn and Grow Rich. This is a total scam. Go away from me, which is what this Google Gemini cartoon depicted. You know, should I do this? Should I turn away people? Right? So hopefully we get a response from Zach, and we'll see what his opinion is. And you know what? Maybe just because I literally have nothing to do, I'll just creating response videos until we start a flame war. Okay, well that's it for today, folks. This is Greenland to Mentorship. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.